he's so good. He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like, find out.
That's the team we're gonna cheer.
Yeah, I'm up now. Isn't okay. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Tap and date. Thinking I missed, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. 45, wide. Green set. Red, cycle. Ready.
To the air is Rattler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Romeo Doubs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Set, ready. Ready. Watch it. 6. You. Yellow. Guard red. Ready?
Now Rattler. This one deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Taken in at the 11. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Here we go. Right in. 11, Thomas. 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 11, MT, take. Go.
Now it's Burrow. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And out across midfield down to the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Right 80, 11, mighty. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Can. 11, Thomas.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's Rattler. Staying up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Rattler wants to throw it. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feel like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Daniel Whelan now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken around the 12. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Gun. Shot.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Bengals at 8-3 now. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
11 Thomas. 11 MT.
Burrow will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Rattler. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
He'll try to pick it up himself. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 more there and another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
50, green. Red, right, white. Red.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now we give Irving running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, the Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rattler working out of the gun. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Shamar Stewart able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2.
11, Thomas. Here we go, here we go. Right, 80. 11, mighty. 11, mighty.
Now Burrow. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Gun. Shot. Right, 80. Right, shot.
Running right, here's Brown. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Here we go. Shot. Right, 80.
This is Brown on the draw play. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Now Ball loses the football. And this is a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a safe touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter. Now Brown, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Claws, red sticky, green, blue stripe stick, mega. Ready.
From the gun, here's Rattler. Escapes the sand. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got a man. It's Brown.
And And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now 2nd and 5.
Gun. 11. Right 80. Right cut. 11. Got.
They'll set up a throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7th.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Handing it off to Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Draw play for Brown. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
11. Stop.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Luke Musgrave with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Right in. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
This is Brown going up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And McPherson on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Black 40. Strike 2. Red cycle. Ready?
Now Rattler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. To the air is Rattler. Olave holds it in. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5. It stays on. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. And he is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
On the RPO, he'll keep it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Roman Wilson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. An inside give, Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Can. 11 MT. 11 MT. 12. 11 MT. Take. 11 Thomas. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Cycle. Come on.
Here's Rattler. And he floats one there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Right, 95. Come on, 38.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 35 yards. And the Saints have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go. 180, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Open man is Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 180.
Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Now 1st and goal.
Gun stop.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Here's first down. They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Now he's going to step up and run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Back to throw. He's got his target. It's Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10. He's back to throw. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Remember, the one timeout still available as they come up first and 10. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. To throw, Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On line, ready?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Can.
Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for New Orleans, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for